As 2,000 National Guard members and 700 U.S. Marines arrive in Los Angeles, Secretary of Defense Pete Hegseth is in D.C. defending the decision to send them.
He appeared to testify before a congressional committee. NBC 10 political commentator Sue O'Connell has some thoughts, but we begin with Priscilla Casper in studio with a closer look at what Secretary Hegseth had to say. Priscilla, good evening.
Good evening, Glenn and JC. Secretary Hegseth's appearance before today's House panel has been scheduled for some time. He was to appear to discuss the Pentagon's budget, but given all the events happening and unfolding in Los Angeles, it was also a chance for lawmakers to question the decision to send American troops onto American streets. Now, Hegseth supported the president's decision. He said the Marines and National Guard are there to ensure that ICE agents are able to do their job safely. But what about the cost? The secretary confirmed the cost will be $134 million for now. Lawmakers wanted to know if the Marines involved had been trained in policing and where all of this money to cover this had come from.
Unlike the previous administration, we've got a 13% increase in our defense budget, and we will have the capability to cover down on contingencies, which is something the National Guard and the Marine plan for. So we have the funding to cover down on contingencies, especially ones as important as maintaining law and order in a major American city. As far as training, all of the units on the ground have been fully trained in their capabilities of what they're executing on the ground.
And with that, Secretary Hegseth, he went on to accuse California Governor Gavin Newsom of refusing to maintain peace. The governor, in exchange, has filed a lawsuit to get the troops out of L.A., saying their presence is only making a heated situation that much hotter. Glenn, JC, back to you.
Priscilla, thank you. Let's talk now with NBC 10 political commentator Sue O'Connell.
Sue, today the president said he's not against invoking the Insurrection Act, which the last time it was invoked was in 1992 because of the Rodney King riots in L.A. Can you weigh in on the difference between then and now?
Well, there's absolutely no comparison, JC. The 1992 riots, the LA riots, killed 63 people and caused $1 billion of damage in 6 days. This week's immigration protests had some clashes, and there was property damage, but it was nowhere near the scope of 1992. And the governor didn't call up the guard, so it's likely the president is flexing some muscle rather than helping.
Well, help us understand the difference between the Insurrection Act, martial law, and what's already happening on the streets of Los Angeles as we speak. If the military is there, then what sort of order are they under?
So right now, Trump just sent in the National Guard to protect the federal buildings and the ICE agents, but he hasn't declared martial law or used the Insurrection Act yet. If he does use the Insurrection Act, troops could actually arrest people and act like police, and martial law would basically put the military in charge of everything. But for now, the soldiers are just basically bodyguards. They can't arrest protesters unless, of course, Donald Trump takes this to the next level.
NBC 10 political commentator Sue O'Connell. Sue, thank you.
You're welcome.